we are racing in the National Industries Park by DP World. Mr. Kafoo broke fast. Tarkeed was pressing forward in the early stages. Mojaya, Jewel Genie Lamp is also going to find himself in the first few, and Many a Star is going to boot through from that inside and head up to a narrow lead. Then came Al Hadir, followed by Mojaya, who's now dropped back and spots the lead 5. He's running 5th at this point in time. Then came next in the field Dionyson, followed there by Alma Reb, and the last one there was Miller's House. So Many a Star leading by a long neck. Tarkeed, the outside, keeps him very honest. 4 lengths, Mr. Kafoo. Mojaya starts to improve through the field, but shaken along vigorously by Tom Marquand. Then came Al Hadir, Dionysian, followed by Alma Reb, Miller's House, and out the back now, Jewel Genie Lamp. Many a Star continuing to kick, though. Will he be starting to labour here? That's the question. Here come the horses with the dirt for Mojaya. Mr. Kafoo pouncing here late. Mojaya and Mr. Kafoo go to battle. Mr. Kafoo getting the better of Mojaya here in the final stages. Mr. Kafoo, after breaking the maiden last start, he goes 2 for 2. Mr. Kafoo continuing on the picket fence, beats Mojaya, who ran on very, very well there in the late stages. Then came Dionysian, Many a Star knocked up late from Alma Reb, Tarkeed. Next across was Al Hadir, Miller's House second to last, and the last one home was Jewel Genie Lamp. Well, that was a confidence booster and a half last start, wasn't it? Dropping back to non-winners company, beating home NYRA. Very similar race as well. Had to go to battle with a horse who was up against him the entire way down the straight. Mojaya presented there in the final stages. Did have to do a fair bit of work there as they were making their way down the side part of the course, approaching the straight. Maybe that was the difference. Mr. Kafoo was able to sit about 3 or 4 lengths off the speed and rolled into it nicely. Connor Beasley picks up his second for the night here, a race-to-race double for our leading rider here in Dubai so far for the season.
Yeah, Mr. Kafoo has won. He's tracked the pace. Connor Beasley didn't panic where he was. It was set by Many a Star. Adjur Davis, who out of 1 did absolutely the right thing. The horses run well. Also getting a good start was Tarkeed out of stall number 4. But Connor Beasley's ride, I think, has won the day because he's got the horse out of 9 into pole position off the pace. He was never really going to get bang on the speed, but he's got the inside spot off the pace, if you like, just outside those front 2, and that was probably the difference. He's going the shorter way round. It meant that he didn't have kickbacks. He was travelling quite nicely. You can see, and in doing so, he's ended up pushing Mojaya, the eventual second, wider than ideal, and he's had to do a bit more work early, has Mojaya, from his stall in 7 to then keep tabs on them and try and hold his position. So I think, Mr. Kafoo and Connor Beasley have got that spot on out of stall number 9 to get that position off the pace, which is probably where you wanted to be and to stay on and score. I think he's won quite nicely. I questioned the level of form last time. NYRA came out and was beaten subsequently, but his horse on the up is this son of Frosted, Mr. Kafoo. Connor Beasley was talking about, he has had a lot of places this season, but the winners have kept on rolling. And there's another one for them. Up the inside there was Dionysian. He's ended up finishing 3rd. I think that's pretty promising over a trip short of his best. He could be interesting going forward, Dionysian. There's every chance he'll come on for that run looking at him physically, and 1200 is just sharp for him. So I think if he's up to 1400, I'd be half interested in him, in the colours of Swapnadip Roy. Bhupat Simar will no doubt get the best out of him. But Mr. Kafoo is in the winner's enclosure once again, as is that man, Connor Beasley.
Numbers here for the National Industries Park presented by DP World over the 1200 metres. 7, 1, 4 and 6. 7, 1, 4 and 6. Mr. Kafoo, our unofficial winner here in a time of 1:12.44. Margins, a length and 3/4 by a length and 1/4. 7, 1, 4 and 6, our numbers for race 3.
What I like when we start to go, one come to you to challenge you, and he go again. He never. Stop.
Christoph Connor. Come here. Go.
Whistles for Connor Beasley as he enters the winner's enclosure. Well done to the winning trainer of the winner, Amr bin Hamash. And back into the winner's enclosure, the grey, sun of frosted Mr. Kafoo.